To walk into the live streaming of CGTN. Tonight we come to the Beijing's north end. It is a venue where the 2008 Olympic Games were held. Well, this is a China Science and Technology Museum. Tonight, over 1,500 people gathered here. They're including the scholars and scientists from the World Conference of the Science Literacy in Beijing this year, and also the kids and parents. They're participating into the very special event. And there are a lot of the very interesting activities for us to participate. And here on my hand, there is an activity guide showing a lot of interesting things for us to participate. But first and foremost, we're going to meet my friend Meng Yuan here. She's a guide here, and she's worker here, she's a staff here, and she's going to lead us some very interesting things for tonight. And let us go into the exhibition hall. Well, in front of us, we see the pole. There are 4 Chinese characters in the 华夏之光. They translate literally, and it means the glory of China. So it means in this exhibition hall, we're going to see a lot of interesting stuff, including the artifacts, the machines, the creations of the ancient China. For example, we know that in the more than 2,000 years ago, Chinese people created gunpowder and the compass, a lot of interesting things, and we're going to see that tonight at the first site. Oh, this is some of the artifacts we can see. Well, this is the tricolored glazed tongue wares from the Tang Dynasty. That could be dated back to the 600 BC, and also the porcelain, and also some kind of a very interesting Hunan embroidered panel, and also this is a gilded bronze figure lamp. There are a lot of interesting things, but first we're going to meet my friend here. Let her introduce every interesting things tonight. Hi, good to see you. And it's been a long time, but we're happily meet tonight. And I just wanted to show us the very interesting, fascinating exhibition tonight at this exhibition hall, and generally about this tonight, the event.
No problem.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Here you can see this is an agricultural area, and we can see some great inventions in agriculture. So you can look over there. Oh. This is some machine which is for irrigation. It can bring water from lower place to upper place. Yeah, we can use this machine to save human labor.
To save human
labor.
Yeah. So this is automatically.
Yeah. We
working.
use water to drive this machine.
Yes, it's a water power.
Yeah. So it can work
so
day and night.
This machine is used for?
Yeah, this machine is used for making grain into smaller parts.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. So it can.
So
when the roller goes, it becomes smaller.
Powder,
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, and you can see
this
there
is
are
called
water driving.
Roller.
Yeah, water powered roller.
Time.
Yeah.
So how long? I mean, what time can we date it back on? I mean, this kind of machine.
It has different time.
Different times.
Yeah. So this machine, you can see it has nine mill. It has, it's named water-driven combined mill. It has 9 mill. This dates back to Jin Dynasty.
And that's almost 200 years ago, or 1800 years ago.
Yeah. I don't know the exact.
Okay. So among all of these things, what is the most impressive things for you?
Oh, the most impressive is over there. You can see, it's a very big machine. Well,
it's really a big machine. So what it is used for? It's so big, and a lot of the threads.
Have a try, guess? Do you know?
I have no idea. So, there's a girl. I can ask her.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can see.
Excuse me, we're a reporter from CGTN, and we participate in tonight's event. I want to ask you, what are you doing right now? What is this machine for?
这个呢是中国古人用来织布的机器，叫大花楼织布机。
Oh, well, this lady told me that this machine is for weaving a silk fabric in ancient times. So, 那这个东西是怎么去工作的呢？How does it work?
这个它需要有2个人互相配合完成。那我们看上面有一个人呢，他坐在上面，他叫做挽画工，他呢是控制这个白色的树棕来提拉，使这个黄色的线呢能够产生分层。那这样呢，我这个线穿过的时候，它就会出现这个花纹了。
Okay, I see. Well, actually, it needs the coordination of 2 people. This lady is working here with this machine, with this device here, and that gentleman sitting above. Hi. He's doing another job. So you were doing the weaving thing. What about him? We would ask him about this thing. 哎，你好，我想问下你在里边是做什么呢？ Well, I say, well, let me figure out. There are 2 colored silk fabric. The lady is working on the yellow one. Well, it's just, that gentleman is working on the white one. So they're forming the pattern. It's sort of like the computer programming. 那这个你是怎么操作的话，可以给我们展示一下吗？ How do you work? Can you show us? It would say he will use 1 white thread to pull all other white threads. To pull it, and then the white threads would separate. Yes, we can see they are forming the different bunches. And so sort of like that， 就是这东西它是不是很像是那种像电脑编程一样的，然后呢就是体验这花纹是吗？哦。Okay, he agrees that he's sort of like the computer generating, computer programming, with 2 people generating the very special pattern and forming the cloth. Very interesting device. So that's the first thing we saw in this the Glory of China Ancient Exhibition Hall. So can you show us some other things? Some other things. There's a
great boat. Do you know Zheng He?
Yes.
Yeah. He sailed into the western part. So this is the kind of ship she used to in that ancient times. So we can see here, it used a very special technique to ensure how a big boat can endure the great wave.
Okay.
You can see here.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, we are coming closer to the ancient shape because tonight we are participating in a scientific event which is called the Science Night at the China Science and Technology Museum, which features a lot of interesting participation events. For example, in front of us, we see the ancient ships for the Chinese people to go overseas to the maritime Silk Road to do business and trade with other people and other countries. So that is the thing we saw.
Yeah, what's it different? You can see it is divided into small parts, and if one part is broken, water will come in, but the other won't be broken. Won't be the water can't come in, so
Okay.
it will ensure the
it's
boat.
really shaped. There
Yeah,
are
yeah,
different
yeah.
compartments
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
ensure the safety
So-
of the boat.
Yeah, so it is our ancestor first invent this method to
Okay.
ensure the boat flow very steady. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So there are a lot of things in this exhibition hall. I'm really impressed, but I really don't know. And within such short time, what can we witness besides these exhibition? I mean the weaving machine and also the ancient ship. Besides these things, what else can we see? What do you suggest?
Do you mean our event in this night? We have
other impressive things.
we
exhibits.
have a very big projection program named 3D mapping.
Okay.
Yeah, 3D mapping, we can use this projection technique to create a very immersive experience.
Okay.
Yeah, later you can follow me to to the
Sure.
yeah,
sure,
to the
that
upper
is,
level, we can see the.
So I have a question. What
Okay.
these people are doing right now?
Okay, let's say
Okay.
they are doing a shadow play.
Shadow play.
Yeah. Shadow play.
Should we come closer?
Yeah. Yeah, these are our actors and actresses.
Okay.
Yeah. You can see we have a screen and our
There is a screen.
and our actor and actress will behind the screen and they will use some character.
I know. Well, actually, at this moment, these actor and actress they haven't established the stage. They haven't get prepared. So maybe we can come later, or you maybe can explain a little bit. Well, according to her, this is kind of the shadow playing. It uses kind of the figures made from the donkey's skin. Sort of like they painted with different colors. They would control and maneuver the figures on the other side of the screen, and they use the light to show the very interesting stories in the ancient time, various stories. Okay, that's the thing about this exhibition hall.
We can see it later.
I'm very interested in other things that you mentioned about this 3D mapping. So what is this so special about that?
Usually we see some projection. Usually we see from outside, such as we use a wall as a screen and we project patterns on the wall. We see it from outside, but this time our 3D mapping, we use our architecture as a box, and we are now in the box. So the pictures are around us. So we are inside. So it's very immersive. We can see just as we are a character inside.
So from this exposure I got from the reception, there are a lot of things happening tonight. Besides the 3D mapping, there are also exploration tour in the different levels, the different floors of this building. So can you tell us about the history of this China Science and Technology Museum? Because we actually come here for the first time to participate into the scientific event.
Our China Science and Technology Museum is opened up in 1988. But that's our old museum. This is our new museum. And this museum opened up at 2009.
2009.
2009. And we have nearly 1,000 exhibits.
1,000 exhibits. So this exhibition hall is one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, we just finished the tour in the Glory of China exhibition hall in the China Science Technology Museum. Tonight, we come to this museum to participate in a science night for the first time held in this museum in the past 30 years for the first time. And there are lots of very interesting activities to be held, including the different tours. My friend Meng Yao will show us some of them and later to get an immersive experience here. So, what are we going to do now?
We are going upstairs to see the 3D mapping.
3D mapping.
I'm
looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to it also.
And also, we know that during the recent times, there are several special events being held here. One is the World Conference for the Science Literacy held in Beijing this year, the annual event. And also the Popular Science event, Popular Science Week, and across whole China.
This
event is part of that, right?
I'm part of the science.
So we're going to. I see that. It's 3D mapping.
We can see a corner.
Okay. Well, from this brochure, we know that this 3D mapping shows the different, the whole development of human scientific development and technology development that uses different stories and patterns to show the whole trail of this history.
It takes advantage of the structure of our building and designed for our building. Yeah.
Well, impressive. There are a lot of people gathered here in this hall. So I just better keep silent and let you to have a glimpse of that. What you're seeing right now in front of the screen, in front of the walls, are the Chinese characters. This is one of the 4 inventions of the ancient Chinese people, the Chinese characters. What ancient Chinese sculptures and buildings? Well, this is from the China's Studied Palace. In this great hall, we can see a very impressive, immersive experience. This is an ancient astronomy, very different from the Western astronomy. In ancient China, people use this own style to get to know the world, the earth, the stars. Well, in front of the screen, we saw access to the scripture and the books about the medicine in ancient Chinese medicine. Well, this is exactly the same with the ancient ship we saw in the first exhibition hall. Okay. What we see now is Leonardo da Vinci about his own discovery. The Galileo used a telescope to observe the escape on the deep space. This is Newton. He makes this great contribution in human science development, in science history. This is about developing the engines for the trains. This is a chapter of the Industrial Revolution. The magnetic signs on the walls. This is about the human sort of origin. It's the science of discovering truths among the materials. Well, one of the interesting things here on this 3D mapping visual show is to pay respect to those great scientists in our history, not only in China, but also across the world. Now comes to the stage of exploring into the deep space. That's the first spacecraft into the space by the former Soviet Union astronaut. And the first step on the face surface of the moon by an American astronaut. That's the Voyager into the deep space with all the information of human society into the space, degrading to the alien life. And then they come to the stage of the space station. This is a Hubble telescope. Opens the eye for the people on Earth to get a glimpse into the whole universe. Well, what we see in front of the wall is a fast telescope made by Chinese people and established in South China's Guizhou province. The deep dive machine into the ocean. Well, these items, these things are the important inventions made by Chinese people in recent years. The bullet train, the Great Bridge linking Guangdong province and Hong Kong and Macau. And polar exploration ship, medicine for curing very serious diseases, the quantum satellite made by Chinese people. By far the fastest and largest computer which is built by Chinese people, and it is processing a huge amount of information. It is now based in East China's Jiangsu province. So this 3D mapping uses all the patterns, all the things to helping people get a glimpse into the past years of human society's science exploration. Well, ladies and gentlemen, right now we're at the Science Night at China's Science and Technology Museum. Well, this museum tonight, they gathered about 1,500 people. They are going to participate in various events, scientific events, and get an immersive experience with 3D mapping visual show and also 5 tours into different exhibition halls. Now we can feel the beating and the rhythm of the music. Well, this event is actually open to the public, but actually only for the public starting from tomorrow. And right now, all the people, including all the scholars attending the World Conference on Science Literacy and the kids and the parents, are amazed by the aliens on the wall of this dome. The anchor is greeting to all the people here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are gathered in China Science and Technology Museum in Beijing, which is very close to the 2008 Olympic Games is being held in Beijing, north part of Beijing. And tonight we see a lot of people gathered here for this science and exploration. Very interesting phenomenon here. We're going to ask some of the people here about their impression, about their experience here. But now, the anchor person over there tells us there are 5 tours of the science tours to have the very interesting experience here, and we can ask some of the participants here about their impression here. Where from?
From Costa Rica.
Okay, sir. Is it the first time for you to come to China to participate in this kind of event?
Yes, it's my first time in China, in
What's
Beijing.
reading about this science night event here in Beijing?
Excuse me again, repeat again.
What's your impression about this science night event in Beijing?
It's very nice, very big museum. It's a very nice. All the equipment is very, very.
So you were attending the World Conference on the Science and Literacy, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you think the China's latest achievements in the publicizing the popular science to the public?
Excuse me, I don't understand very well because I speak Spanish. I'm from Costa Rica.
Okay.
Repeat again, please.
Okay, so what do you think China's role in recent years in publicizing the popular science to the public?
China now is very famous. Is a great nation. Is a leader in this in technology. Is a leader in many things. I think it's very good because China is growing to the future.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Well, joining me again is my friend at the museum, whose name is Meng Wei, and I'm going to ask you some questions. During tonight, how many events we're going to hold? Besides this 3D mapping visual show, what other activities can we participate?
Yeah, we have 6 great events. First is our 3D mapping, and then on our dinosaur square, we'll have some cosplay.
Okay, you can show us.
Yeah, we can see them cosplay, and some are very famous characters, and some are our original characters. They are designed by the kids, by children. Yeah, because when we design this activity, we find that China doesn't have our own fiction character.
Okay. Well, we see actually here some kind of the kids. They're doing the cosplay. They're pretending to be the very cute little animals and the tiger, and this is the peacock and the fish.
The original design, so they combine very many elements. So I don't know their specific name. Yeah.
It's so hard to tell what they're wearing, but this man definitely is a soldier wearing the gun, right? And what other things can you show us?
Yeah, this is our children showing the people how they design her character, and yeah.
Well, the anchor person is communicating with this girl.
We have received 1,000 pictures of the children, and we select 15 and make it into real.
Okay, so besides the cosplay parade, can you show us some very interesting tours here? Because we really have the rare chance to go into the museum at night. Because have you ever seen the movie Night at the Museum?
Yeah. I like it very much.
Well, that's in the Nature and the Science Museum, but this is totally the Science and Technology Museum.
Yeah.
So what is the really surprising thing you can show us? Well, this is one of the tours.
Yeah,
for
we have 5 different paths, and this is one of the paths named Space Exploration. Okay. And we also have a storyline, which is in the future.
You tell me the storyline. So every exhibition hall, every route, they have the very interesting story for people to explore, right?
We have different storyline. In our gallery, our storyline is just like in the future, our Earth is struck by an asteroid. So
what's the minute about this exhibition hall?
This exhibition are about some chemistry. You can see it's some structure. Structure. Particles. Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the China Science and Technology Museum, which is in north of Beijing. Tonight, a very special event is being held here. Over 1,500 people are gathering here, including those scientists participating this year's World Conference on Science Literacy. They're participating here in a different science exploration route to find very interesting things deep at night. Because this is sort of like the night at the museum. I really think this is a rare chance for us to explore.
We have very interesting science experiments. And this is about how to make a rocket.
Well, my friend told me that these little kids are doing an experiment and trying to use the balloon to...
use the balloon to make the balloon fly into the space.
To float into the sky, sort of like the exploring the cosmic exploration.
We know if we use a balloon, if we make it big, and when we let it out, it will fly in no direction. But how should we make it straight up to the sky? We will use some methods.
So this is all about the participation of the young children. Let them to experience how to do the experiment to find the scientific inspiration, right?
And this one is very impressive. And it will make a starch rocket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a moment ago, my colleague told me some audience are really impressed with the question, impressed with this event. They want to ask when they could come here to participate in this kind of event. And any people could come here?
No, this year our event only opens at September 17 to September 24.
So this is a scientific week, and we can come here during this week to all the public, right?
Yeah, and people can purchase ticket online, and we can purchase ticket online, but we only sell 1,000 tickets one night. Yeah. So.
This is the answer to the question one of the other viewers asked. And also we saw there is a path leading from the experiment site to the other site. And along this route we see 16th century, 17th century, 18th century, 19th century. What does it mean?
Yeah, it is called the Space Exploration Road. It shows us how people discover our cosmic. In the ancient mind, we think the Earth is the center of our universe, but then people find no. They think a sun is the center, but now we think no. So it's just shows us how our scientists find the real universe.
Okay, so I got it. So starting from that point, those kids would participate into sort of the experiment right there, and then they would participate into other activities along this route and to here. So this is the dialogue with the starry sky, and that is the future of this world, and we want to explore into the future. But one thing is we have this brochure. And this is the activity guide. And it guides us to collect the stamps in this museum. But how could we do that?
We can see here, it is a hands-on activity. If we finish its hands-on activity, and we will get a stamp.
Okay, but I think that would take a long time, so we won't participate into this activity.
And you can see our experiment show. If you watch our experiment show, you will get stamp. And we have 6 questions. 6 questions related to our exhibit. If your answer is right, you will get a stamp. If you answer 3 questions, you will get a stamp.
Okay.
So
I see. Well, during this whole week, all the people in Beijing and us, and also those visitors from other countries, they could come to the China Science and Technology Museum to participate into this kind of event, to observe, to experience, to take part in the experiment in this museum deep at night. That's quite different from the past, because this is a China National Science Week. A lot of people, they would be encouraged to do something really different, exciting at night. But what is so special about tonight? Besides the 3D mapping visual show, what about others? Can you show us?
We also have Science Carnival. We invite some staff from other Science and Technology Museum and to come here to show their great science performance or science play. Yeah, and we will show them here.
Yes, I got a question. Is this event held annually in Beijing or across China?
I don't know, because this is our first year to hold this event. Yes, if this event is very successful, and perhaps we will hold it annually.
Annually.
Yeah, and we hope to hold this annually to provide audience more science.
I got it. Actually, the Popular Science Week in China is actually being held this year, and even in past year they are held annually. But for this museum, it holds this kind of activity at night, deep at night, for the first time, right?
Yeah, first time.
Okay.
We can see there are some aeroplane and show. Yeah.
What? Okay.
Yeah, airplane.
So this is a plane flying in the Great Hall of this museum, the China Science and Technology Museum. I remember early in this year we participated in kind of the China's the model show in Beijing. We also saw the world competition, the different people from across the world flying the planes in that show. Tonight we see that again.
Yeah. And also we have some Chinese traditional culture on our third floor. Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're here at this Beijing Science and Technology Museum with my friend Peng Yao. We are actually participating in the different routes of the scientific exploration. She is a staff here. She is going to lead us somewhere else besides the Glory to China, the ancient scientific show in the first floor. And then after that, we come here in the second floor for the 3D mapping visual show. And after that, she will lead us somewhere else. I don't know. Could you tell us what is ahead of us for us to explore?
Yeah, next we'll visit some intangible cultural heritage. Yeah, some Chinese traditional culture. We invent some people. They made they know the skills, and they will show the audience how these skills to make their heritage.
Well, we're heading to the section where the local artists showing the very interesting things. So could you tell us what all these things about? Could you introduce?
Yeah, here is some projects designed by our museum, especially some Asian.
It's some kind of an artifact designed by your museum.
We have some inventions, and make it into products and to sell to people. They can know more about them. Yeah. Yeah, you can see this one is what we see from the glory
well, just
of China.
a moment ago, we saw it in the first floor. It's agricultural device.
Yeah.
A huge device there. But here, it's just a
I
very
don't know if
skilled
it
model.
can. Yeah, you can see it can.
Okay, so actually, back here it is a very small scale model. It is it's what kind of the name it is?
I don't remember.
We usually put the grains here
and make it into smaller. Into
very interesting. So the very big model into the very scale models, very small.
Yeah, and here is our intangible culture and heritage. You can see, the monkey will The monkey will put on the mask and put off the mask. Yeah, you just need to
show his face.
Yeah. Here, people, audience can make by themselves. They can experience it. And,
This is really, really amazing. The artist here paint the figures inside this bottle.
Yeah.
And it looks great.
Yeah. And yesterday I have experienced.
Excuse me, I just want to ask you, 你可以告诉我们这是怎么画进去的吗？
就用这个笔，用这个现在没有那个糊了，就放着。我还这样蘸就是用这个放在这。
And they will put this pen inside the bottle to pen, but it's really difficult. 那么这个是太难了，这怎么能把这个画得这么的好呢？您花了多长时间才能达到这样的一个技巧呢？画出这种中国画在这种瓶子里面。How long you spent to practice to paint these inside?
学个1到2年。就是最基础，在有绘画基础的情况下。
Well, with the basic skill of painting, an artist at least 1 or 2 years to paint these figures inside this bottle. Well, it's really amazing. Thank you so much. It's really amazing.
Okay, this is the Chinese Asian lamp. Yeah, some flowers. Yeah, people can make by themselves. And here is the gallery about the modern information, and it shows some high tech.
And I see a lot of kids are competing in the machine games. Well, this is, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the China Science and Technology Museum in Beijing. Joining me now is my friend Wei. He's the staff here in this museum. He's going to show us some very interesting things during the tour in this exhibition hall at night. So what is this exhibition hall all about?
Yeah, this exhibition hall mainly shows us the high-tech technologies in information.
In information?
Yeah. And we can see here it can give us a picture and it can add some very interesting things. Yeah, and just you say, also we have another one. It will guess our age.
Children are playing here. They are standing in front of this screen, in front of the camera, and suddenly when they're making all kinds of the gesture and facial positions, very interesting cartoon figures would appear on the head of the very interesting.
Yeah. You can see here, it can guess our age. But
guess of age.
Yeah, but sometimes.
Hold on for a second. If we come close to this camera, the computer would know how old we are, right?
Yeah, but you can see sometimes. Yeah, I don't think it's always accurate.
It's 29.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's really good. But sometimes you can see women is flower and men is grass. But sometimes it will make mistakes. Sometimes.
Okay. So this is a science interaction activity between the visitors and the machine.
Yeah.
Well, this is the things where we're participating right now. So besides the this the exhibition, the tours. What is the most impressive thing about this scientific event in Beijing tonight?
Tonight, I think the most impressive one is 3D mapping, and one is we make our exhibits not divide them into exhibition halls, but into storylines. So people, especially children, they may be very interested. Yeah, they may be very interested in it. Yes, yeah. So we will collect stamps, and they will be encouraged.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know that on the fourth floor, one of my friends told me, and your colleague told me on the fourth floor there is a very interesting thing. It's about the escape from the prison, sort of like the game.
Yeah.
But I know that would be a very enclosed and dark space. So I wanted to participate. Can you lead me there?
Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go.
So, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps that's the end of this exhibition, a Science Night at the China Science and Technology Museum. Because we're going to go to the first floor. That place is may not be suitable for the television program because it's really dark inside. Anyway, we actually experiencing a lot of the activities here from the first floor, the second floor to the third floor to explore the science myths inside this museum. Thank you so much for participating in this event, to observing this program. And actually, I should tell you that from today until September 24.
Yeah,
right?
24.
This event will be open to public. And you can enroll on this website of China Science and Technology Museum to participate in all the events here. Thank you so much for watching our show. See you next time.
See you.